Okay, welcome to the council meeting. And I should say the date as well, so we've got it on the recording. Monday the 7th of November. Welcome to everyone who's attended. Thank you very much. I have one apology for absence, and that is from Peter Wenham. I'm not aware of any other apologies. Okay. Declarations of interest. Councillor Taylor?
Yeah, I 13A and 13C.
Is there a community interest?
Personal.
Personal. And Councillor Ellis?
Ones.
Yeah. Are they pecuniary?
We don't really know. Let's ask them for permission if the switching or using that lights, and another one is why have we got any economic requirement.
Okay.
And if you want it to be so I don't speak, then sometime.
Thanks.
Otherwise, you know, you're not going to know.
So, thank you very much. Any other interest? Community interest? No. Okay then, on to public participation. Nothing from the left of the room, from the right. Yeah, there's always someone. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Something we sort of hit on out in the foyer earlier about the mobile bank. I know you said you haven't heard any more, so hopefully that. Something I was wondering might be worth sort of speaking to the banks about, if they could do a hub, like there's one down in Rochford in Essex. It's something they're just introducing where they've got sort of 4 or 5 banks together plus the post office in one building, and they do a day of peace, and the post office is there for the whole week. If that was something the banks might be interested in
That's
doing, if we have premises,
yeah, and
that's the biggest problem.
well, if another community has found a way of doing it well and financially viable,
Yeah.
then it's certainly worth us having a look at it in more detail. Sorry, where was that?
Rochford in Essex.
Rochford.
There's another one up in Scotland. I went online today and looked it up, and there's actually those 2 that are open, and there's another 23 planned, sort of over the next few years.
Would you be so kind as providing that information to our clerk at some
Yeah, we'll
point?
do.
Because it sounds like you've done a little bit of research on this.
Yeah.
And I know that local banking is a concern to our community for a number of reasons. So anything we can explore in addition to what we're doing already would be very helpful.
We'll do. I'll send you them. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And they actually said that it's very popular because the usage of one down at Rochford has doubled over the last year. So
It makes a good
that's
case.
bonus, isn't it?
It does.
My second one was about the bus shelters. I know it was discussed at a previous meeting, sort of down Harford Road, New Road, and that London Road. Whether anything more has been found out, whether the first bus or whoever was going to put the bus shelters and seats in.
We did put representations forward to highways.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd approach first bus. Would it be them or would it be highways? Like shelters, I thought it would be highways.
Highways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I know
we'll
what I was wondering was because I know they aren't using the bus shelters that they took out on St Stephen's. So I just wondered what happened to them.
It's a very good point.
Whether they could be utilised. My third was the newsletter. Never received it.
You won't. They start going out today.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you. That's probably why I haven't received it.
Sorry, I don't know if it was because of Royal Mail strikes, but
Yeah,
the date we were originally given dropped back a week, so that's why we put them in the community,
Yeah.
because we
Yeah,
knew.
I did take them from the shop.
Yeah.
Myself and the neighbour. Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There is a point there.
The tourist information has not been about for the last number of weeks, but it's kind of disappearing.
Yes, we could probably do with advertising that a little bit more. The tourist information is likely, I can't confirm absolutely, is likely to move over to the library site.
I have heard that's a rumour, but I mean, as it is, people can't find the library because of where it is. And people coming into the town, the chances are not even people that live around. I just find it weird not to have a tourist agent and the library for that matter. It's easy accessible.
Can I
Yes.
comment on that? Because I might have some useful information. So there's a couple of reasons why this has come about. So firstly, the tourist information, as you probably know, was open 10 till 12, so just for a couple of hours each day. And it was open because it was manned by the volunteers of the community cars.
Yeah.
The lady that runs the community cars decided to step down, so we've now taken that on in the office. We had a meeting with all those ladies that man the community cars, and from the information I've got from Anne and Paul and from what I've seen myself, people were only going in there for a car, not for tourist information. And when we actually went through a lot of the information in there, some of it is as much as 10 years out of date.
Yeah.
So whether it's in the library or whether it's here, there is no natural organic footfall for it. And the idea of putting it in the library would be to have it somewhere accessible so that you have to walk past all the information to access the library. Whereas here, unless you're actually specifically looking for a leaflet, which doesn't happen, you wouldn't walk into the town hall.
No,
So
I mean,
although it may seem more central, the truth is no one was visited it.
I mean, to be fair, 2 hours, not anybody's fault, but it's not really enough, is it?
No.
Visitors. I mean, people don't necessarily come between 10 and 12, in fact, they're more likely to come in the afternoon. But, so, if you go to the library, that's probably next best thing. So then you'll have that room spare through there.
Well, the room will be spare, technically. It will be another room we'll be able to use for various reasons and hire. But also, we are very fortunate that we have Mind come in to give free mental health services here. And that room will be very, very useful to them. We're trying to get the word out a little bit more about this at the moment because, as you know, mental health support isn't very easy to come by, and we have this amazing facility where people can turn up without an appointment and speak to a counsellor. So we'd like to locate them in there foremost on the days that they come, and make sure that there is a safe private space for people that need that service.
That does sound a sensible idea.
Thank you.
What it needs. Thank you.
Any other things? No? Okay, we go on to item 5, which is the Out of Town Lands Charity Appointment Trustee for ratification. This was previously done. Does anybody have any questions first? No? Okay. So if we can have a proposer for this? Yes? Yeah, thank you. And a seconder, please. Councillor Lane, and show hands for approval. That's unanimous. Thank you very much. And item 6, the minutes of the Town Council meeting held on the 3rd of October.
Sorry,
Councillor McGinn.
I was just going to say, just the typo that I noticed, I did mention to
Yeah.
Michelle, it was put down as the light switch on is the 26th of November, but it should have been the 27th. I'm sure you noticed that.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments, queries, or amendments? If anyone would like to propose their acceptance with the amendment made. Councillor Bond and a seconder, Councillor McKinnon, and a show of hands for approval. Thank you. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Okay, on to item 7, planning matters. 7A, which is plan applications. It's a confirmation of responses already made, which are in your packs. There's any queries, comments, questions? Would anyone like to propose? their acceptance? Councillor Bond, Councillor McKinnon, and show of hands for approval. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Councillor Dale, obviously, thank you. 7B, we'll go through these. There's not too many, so we may as well just do one at a time. First one, ending 1152 LB. That's for the replacement of windows. Any comments, queries, objections? No objections? Okay, we'll confirm this by vote at the end. Next item, 1164A. And that is for an illuminated sign at the old Lloyd's for the new tenants. Any comments?
Not willingly, but not illegal.
That's exactly. I don't think we've got a legal stand. Look at this, we object. So, no objections.
Can I have a comment? Is this a conservation area? Part of the conservation area, so therefore, will any fines be in line with our conservation area?
That'll be up to Breckland Planning Authority to check that out. Okay. Yes. The last one, 0058 OB, which is discharge of conditions and obligations, which is a little park on that site. Any comments, queries, objections? No objections. So for all three items, I have no objections. I don't mind proposing that, and Councillor Westby second, and show hands for approval. Any objections? Any abstentions? Councillor Bales. Item C is the Brecon local plan update, which was for information. Anyone got any questions on that? No? Okay, on to financial matters. 8A, to authorise payments. Yeah, there was the updated one that we received, Councillor, as well. Thank you very much for having that on there, which is to do with the new wheel park. Yes, Councillor.
Yeah, you have an item on here, solicitor's bill in respect of unfair dismissal. I thought we got insurance to cover that.
The insurance only covered certain aspects of it, which was determined in a previous private council meeting. So I'm not at liberty to go into what happened there, but I'm very happy to explain it at a later point, if you so desire. But yes,
So it's part and part.
It's part, yeah. Any other queries? Would anybody like to propose their acceptance? Councillor Lane, would like to second that motion. Councillor Dale, and the show of hands for approval. Okay, I think that was unanimous. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. Item 8B, to agree direct debits. Any questions? No? If anyone would like to propose their acceptance, Councillor Westby, seconding that. Councillor McKinney, and a show of hands for approval. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. To receive income, item C. The VAT repayment. Yes, Councillor Lane.
What's the memorial?
I'll ask.
The memorial.
£980 came in.
The money that came off the memorial.
Just fees for memorials. isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just the collective fees for memorials.
What sort of like funerals?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, I thought it was the, right, a memorial.
Yeah, no, you have to pay to put.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, fine. Would anyone like to propose their acceptance? Councillor Montague, and anyone second? Councillor Bond, and show of hands for approval, please. Thank you, that's unanimous. Item D, petty cash for inflation. Any questions?
No, but someone was little.
It's very convenient. And good value. Yeah, absolutely. No questions? No, okay. And then for information also, item E, the income and expenditure report for September. Any questions? No. And then item F. So this is further to a conversation at the previous meeting, which is to opt back in effectively for the external auditors, having received a request from councillors. So, anyone have any questions on this? No? Would anyone like to propose acceptance of this? Councillor Dale, seconder, Councillor Ellis, and show of hands for approval. Thank you. I think it's quite quick. I think the smell of sausage rolls and everything else over the side is common test. 8G, and that's a donation of £250 and town council each donation to British Legion. Yes.
Can I just say, because I came in late, I probably missed the declarations of interest.
Yes, sorry.
As Vice Chair of British Legion, want you to be or
As it's a financial matter, please.
That's okay.
Any comments, questions? Yes.
Can I ask how many years we've been donating to them?
I honestly can't answer you.
Very long time.
I'm just wondering if we should donate more, that's why I asked the question. If we think we donate.
Unfortunately, we can't debate it because of the nature of what it is on there,
Right.
but it's something that we consider for next year, absolutely.
Yeah. The only other thing I'll add to that is we normally make a donation of £250 and we get the wreaths. That didn't happen this year because the lady that was doing the wreaths didn't do it. So we've actually gone direct to the British Legion for the wreaths. So actually this is an additional,
Yes.
Yeah.
in a sense, because we're paying for the wreaths and giving this. So it is it does work out as a bit extra.
Okay. Would anyone like to propose acceptance? Councillor Westby, Councillor Lane, the show of hands for approval. Thank you. Any opposed? Abstentions? No? Okay. Can we invite Councillor Tyler back in?
Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you very much. I think he went that way.
She's there.
Do you know what? You're just demonstrating there's no end to civic duty after.
Where you are.
Thank you.
I've been there with hide and seek, but I'm.
Okay. We'll go on to item 9, which is to do with the quotations to install a new electrical connection in the cabinet in Green Square. Okay. Any questions? Yes.
Well, the first obvious one is, do we need new?
Yeah.
So, but, which is fine.
So
So if there's a need, I think it's going to be future proof advertised for.
it's, I think you might have missed this one, Ed, but.
Sorry, beg your
No, sorry, I don't think we're here. We often have issues around the Christmas lights and other people wanting
Yeah,
to use the box. The box that the Christmas lights are currently using is really designed to be used by lay people.
Okay.
And really needs a electrician to make it safe, Joe, that's correct, isn't it? So our idea was to have a separate box with sort of domestic outdoor sockets that would be suitable for someone having an event or for us to plug in a PA system without going in the main box.
Protects all parties involved, which
Sounds
is what we're
perfectly
trying to do.
sensible.
So the existing box remains, this is a
Yes.
supplementary box to be sited next to the existing box?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I thought the existing box was been disconnected.
No, the existing box, the existing silver box that's there will remain. The big green box that's now been put next to it, that will be removed. That's just there for the Christmas lights, and then that will go again.
Right. So the grey box that's there will stay as well as?
Yeah, that can power all the Christmas lights, but
Yep.
there'll be a completely unique one for town council and events use.
It's for safety reasons because all of the electrics and breakers were exposed in the other box, whereas this is as simply as putting in a weatherproof plug.
No.
So it's a very different animal. Yes. Okay. So we have the quotations here. We have one for £925 and one for £855.
If I'm reading this right, quote number 1 says 3 double sockets, presumably normal 3-pin domestic sockets. Quote number 2 has 2 double sockets and 2 caravan sockets.
Yes.
Do we need caravan sockets? And if so, why is only one person quoting for it?
I think that's a misunderstanding. It was said as an option. I think they could, with either quote, they could be interchanged. So we could go back to either one and say yes, but we want it the other way. The caravan sockets was suggested because if you have people like Dinky Donuts or the popcorn people, quite often that's those, and they have those units, those portable units. Quite often they need that kind of socket. So it was an option to kind of just tick every box really.
It's a the normal pin 3-pin plug is 13 amp, whereas you can get a 16 amp external socket, which is a caravan style ones. It's a bit more commercial use. And it gives us availability going forward on that.
Options either way.
There is,
So the other, I've gone.
Carry on.
All right. Now the other bit I spotted was quote number 1 says that they fit the new cabinet, but quote number 2 says that we fit the cabinet. Unless I've misread that. Groundwork, supply of cabinet, installation of cabinet by Accra Town Council.
Yes, so initially we agreed that our grounds team could put in the concrete pad and that we would supply the box, because when we've had electrics put in before at the chapel, we've had to supply the box and we've got a supplier that can do that. So we were quite surprised when Joe came back and said he could provide the box. So that's the bonus really.
What would the box
It sounds like you've got sausage rolls to eat.
Absolutely. Cool.
Nothing to do with that.
So I'd like to propose, that we submit President Park. If anyone would like to second that? Councillor Westby, and a show of hands for approval. That's approved. Thank you very much. We will, thank you very much.
You should be part.